Imagine for just 5 seconds, all the oxygen on Earth vanished. A blink of an eye, right? But in those fleeting moments, the impact on our planet and life as we know it would be nothing short of catastrophic. Oxygen, which makes up about 21% of our atmosphere, is not only vital for breathing but also underpins countless physical and chemical processes that hold our world together. Let's explore the chain of events that would unfold if oxygen disappeared for this brief yet critical period. The atmosphere and sky. Without oxygen, the vibrant blue sky would instantly turn black. Oxygen molecules in the atmosphere scatter sunlight, creating the sky's familiar blue color. With no oxygen to scatter light, the sun would appear harsh and direct, bathing the Earth in a surreal, stark darkness. This shift would happen so quickly that it would feel like the planet had been transported into the void of space. Collapsing structures. One of the more surprising effects of an oxygen-less world is the collapse of buildings and infrastructure. Oxygen is a key component in the chemical bonds that form concrete. Without it, concrete would lose its rigidity, causing buildings, bridges, and any structure made of this material to crumble to dust in an instant. Imagine skyscrapers disintegrating and entire cities collapsing within seconds. Human health impact. For living organisms, oxygen is vital for survival, and though 5 seconds might not be enough to cause severe harm to human bodies, it would still have alarming effects. The sudden drop in atmospheric pressure, caused by the loss of oxygen, would make everyone's ears pop painfully, potentially rupturing eardrums. People would feel a brief moment of confusion, and although they wouldn't suffocate immediately, the atmospheric disruption would be deeply unsettling. Metals fusing together. In our oxygen-rich world, metals are covered by a thin layer of oxidation, which prevents them from sticking to each other. If oxygen were to vanish, this protective layer would disappear as well, causing any exposed metal surfaces to fuse together. Everyday objects, from cars to appliances, would suddenly start welding themselves, creating chaos in factories, airports, and anywhere with heavy machinery. Fires extinguished. Oxygen is essential for combustion, so all fires would go out instantly. This includes everything from the flames in a campfire to the engines of cars and planes. In fact, any vehicle relying on internal combustion would come to a sudden halt, grounding planes mid-flight and stopping cars on the roads. Oceans and marine life. The oceans, which contain dissolved oxygen, would undergo an abrupt transformation. Marine life, dependent on oxygen to survive, would be critically affected, with many species unable to handle even a brief oxygen depletion. The loss of oxygen would also cause water molecules, HO, to break apart, releasing hydrogen gas into the atmosphere. The bigger picture. While 5 seconds might not seem like much, the Earth's oxygen is deeply embedded in every process that keeps our world functioning. From the atmosphere we breathe to the structures that define our cities, oxygen plays a vital role. A brief interruption would not only disrupt human life but also cause widespread mechanical and structural failures, turning what seems like a tiny lapse into a planet-wide disaster. In summary, if oxygen vanished for just 5 seconds, it would cause the sky to turn black, buildings to collapse, eardrums to burst, metals to fuse, and fires to extinguish. While life might survive the brief lapse, the cascading effects would create chaos across the planet. This serves as a reminder of just how critical oxygen is, not only for life but for the very fabric of the world around us. Sounds like fun? Probably not. But luckily, you can take a deep breath and use the 21% of oxygen, knowing this will never happen. For more interesting things, keep checking Tales Unfolded.